Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another exciting edition of Cooking with Z. Today we're going to be making a couple of things. I have not had breakfast yet. It's currently 2:30 in the afternoon. I think it's about time I ate something. So we're going to make some pork chops. I got a new fresh pork loin, so we're going to chop that up. We're going to fry up some pork chops and do some potato medallions. So that's going to be lunch. Then clean out all the pans, and we're going to make slow cooker chili. Yeah, so there's going to be a lot of stuff today, and yeah, it's gonna be good. So let's all go to the kitchen, shall we? Let's all go to the kitchen. And don't mind the scratchiness of my voice. I am getting over a cold. Don't worry, it's not COVID. I tested. It's fine. We're not COVID. It's just me. La 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 la. Turn this down a little bit. There we go. That should be fine. Okay. Let's go to the kitchen, shall we? Yeah. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby and get some yummy treats. Hey! Yeah. Alright. Chippendale Rescue Rangers is 65 episodes. That is correct. It is indeed 65 episodes. Shit. Oh, I found the extension cord, by the way. I was using it with the controller cable that Rosie was using, but of course we're not using that one right now, so we can use this for the camera. Okay. I'm going to have to unplug you for just a second. Just bear with me here. I got to switch you over to the extension cord so we can actually reach the kitchen. All right. Here we go. Okay. See, that wasn't so painful. We'll just leave it on this view the whole time. There we go. Alright. Okay. I'm liking how wild man my hair is looking. That's great. It's so bright in the middle, like it won't even register on camera. Ah, the bald spot. It's not actually bald, it's just thinning. But yeah, clearly time to re-dye. Anyway, let's head over into Le Kitchen, shall we? Bam! Yeah. Just get out of it. Yeah. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Hey, see what we got here. Yeah, that should be all right. Yeah, I can see this extension cord. I have a couple different ones. This is the longer one, so that's the one I like to use to take it to the kitchen, right? So. Oh, it's 12. Okay, so they did the same kind of thing that they do with Attack on Titan and all those. Give you like half a season. Yeah, so then it'll be like probably another volume of 12 or 13, however many it was. God. I'm dying here. There. I gotta bring the phone in here, don't I? So, for the chili, we got we got 2 tubes of pork. We might use all of this. All depends how much I can fit in my slow cooker pot. But each one of these tubes is about 1.4 kilograms of ground beef. So pretty good. Usually I'll use one of these to make a big batch of meaty pasta sauce. It's just the right amount for that. I should mention we also got some fresh jalapenos. So we'll be chopping those up for the chili as well. First, of course, we want to get our pork brunch going. So we're going to be chopping that up, frying it up, and eating it up. Yeah. All right. And I think we might need to tidy up in here just a little bit before we kind of, yeah. This is me tidying. Very effective. It's very effective. It's Zarnizarak uses tidy. It's very effective. Yeah. Anyway, what else we got here? Anything? Nope. I think we're good. Oh, I gotta bring you guys in here. I don't have chat anywhere. We will find chat. Just give me a moment. It's fine. It's meant to do that. Well, yeah. Let's all go to the lobby. What the hell? I thought I had Twitch open. Ugh. I must have closed it by accident. Alright, reopening it. Just give me a minute. First things first, I think we'll empty out the dishwasher and reload it just to give us a little more counter space. Oh, there we are. Okay. It's weird. It's almost like it was open in the background because it went straight into the chat. Usually I gotta tap on a couple things to get there. Ah, hating this cold, man. Man. Oh, man. I gotta buy more vitamins too. I'm running out of just about everything. It's crazy. These past 3 months, man, it's been nuts. It's been nuts. But things do seem to be looking up going into the spring and early summer here. So I feel like once we kind of get over this little hump, things are gonna start going well again. I just have a good feeling in the cockles of my heart. Alright, I'll be back. Frickin' phlegm balls. Okay, I think I got it. Okay. Well, we're already off to a flying start. Just sent 250 bones off to the power company. Lights on. Power on. That's right. We did it, guys. We did it. So that takes care of the past dues. So we got a little bit of breathing room to take care of the current before a new bill comes out. But that's fine. I figured if things keep going the way they're going, I'll just chip away at it a bit at a time, get fully back in the black, maybe even a credit balance by the time we're done. Wouldn't that be nice? Saying, oh, here's your new bill. You don't owe us anything right now, so have a nice day. I love it when that happens. Alright, be right back. so quiet? Eager for the cooking to start, I guess, eh? Alright, we got a little bit of stuff to do here just before we get into that. Let's get that going here. Ding! It's the dinner bell. Not really. Not for a while yet. I'm so hungry, like you guys have no idea. I'm gonna double check online. There was a recipe for a nice mix of spices for a chili. I should have bookmarked it, but we'll take a peek at that after. No, the knives away. And all the cutlery. What I'm doing. Anyway. I have one of those knife brick things. Yeah. It's cool. I like it. Needless to say, the steak knives get a lot of use out of that. Because I do love me my meat. Love me my meat. Me my meat. Me my meat. Me my meat. I don't know what I'm doing. I have just gone mad. Of course I'm mad. I've been mad for years. I've always been mad. Hmm?
Can I tell you something amazing?
Sure, tell me something amazing.
I started watching Big Mouth and I love it.
Oh God. That is such a funny and incredibly filthy show. I love it.
It's also very relatable.
Well, it's all about puberty.
Yeah.
It probably is relatable and a little disturbing. So you have your lust monster, do you?
But anyway.
Or no, hormone monster, that's what it
yes.
is, yeah.
But anyway.
I love the hormone monsters.
I've been giggling at it.
Have you? How far into it are you?
4 episodes.
Oh God. You'll probably end up binging it, that's what I did.
Yeah.
It was just too funny. But yeah, I haven't watched the new season yet, it just came out.
Oh. They made a spin-off show called Human Resources.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah. Which is all about like the hormone monsters and like their job and stuff.
What?
Yeah.
Is that out now?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I have to watch that.
I added it to my list. I just saw it.
I need to watch that.
But yeah, it's like all about the hormone monsters and stuff.
I remember that
and
was
like their day job.
I remember that was one that your mom didn't want you to see.
Well, I've seen Rick and Morty. Suck it.
Too filthy, and it's like, well, I don't care.
I've seen the fucking dragon orgy in Rick and Morty. I'm fine.
Oh God. Actually, Rick and Morty, I need to get the latest season. They got season 5 out on Blu-ray now.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I haven't seen any of it. I didn't even like torrent it or anything. I just haven't seen any of it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if there's another episode on the legendary status of Single Rick, but I'm sure it's a lovely season. Maybe we'll get to see more Evil Morty.
Yes. There's like an ongoing storyline with him.
We're big fans of Evil Morty.
Yes.
Such a perfect villain.
Yes. Many theories.
Alright, well, enjoy Big Mouth, you little perv. Big Mouth is great, by the way, if you guys have never seen it. Genuinely funny, adult humor, but it's all about, follows like teenagers, and it's like a satirical look at puberty and such. It's very funny. And for anyone who's been through puberty or is going through puberty, very relatable. Okay. See, this is good. I like to get this done because then it gives us counter space, right? So, I want to have the counter space. Of course, because I use the top rack for all the Tupperware, you don't want to put it on the bottom rack because it'll melt. That's where the heating elements are. it doesn't leave any room for glasses, so we'll just do a few of the glasses anyway, and then we'll get a couple of them done here. Yeah, this will be fine. Alright, so it just leaves one glass I can't do. That's fine. Just set that aside. Yeah. For now. Do you hate that when like the handles grab your pants? Like, yeah, let go of me. Let go of me. So depending on how much we can load in here, we might just do a load while we're doing stuff here. Okay. Maybe we'll just look around and see what dishes we got. Be right back. Yeah, there's a few dishes. Just be a sec here. Yes. Yes, and also these big mouth purple. I can hear the big mouth. True. It's the Medallions. Maybe that's why they all have big mouth. See you, sweetie. Rosie's enjoying Big Mouth. Once again, great show if you've never seen it. Highly recommended. Of course, now I have more glasses because I don't have room for it, so. Oh well. Do what we can do. Try to keep them out of the way. Alright, what's next? Alrighty. Here. Okay, so I don't know that there's really enough to do a full load. Actually, maybe might have some pots and pans that need to be washed in there, so maybe we'll do one of those. Do some of those. Nice thing is the dollar store is carrying bread on a pretty regular basis now, so we can get loaves of bread fairly cheap, which is good. It's actually decent bread. Like I'd say on par with your typical supermarket brand. You know. Anybody talking out there? Okay. Just testing, making sure the chat's working. It got real quiet out there. Yeah, you can watch this actually. Watch this. Just checking, make sure it's, nothing that we need to use. Few napkins from Dairy Queen. We'll just hang on to those. Waste not, want not. Hey, Luna Moon, how's it going? Welcome to the shoe. Welcome to the shoe. Magoo. So a few glasses need to be done. I don't know what else we can really put in there. There. A little more room. And then what else we got? Get this out of the way. Put it in here, I think. And we're going to need this. This is a slow cooker pot. And you need to clean this counter a bit. Nasty. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, that's nasty. That's better. No, 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 no! Cleveland is a fun character. That's something I gotta get back to is Family Guy. God, I haven't watched Family Guy in so long. Are they even doing the DVDs of that anymore? They stopped those too? So I remember they were putting them out pretty regularly. I was buying them as they came out. I've got, I think, up to season 12. And, nope, on Disney Plus, that's it, eh? So they stopped. Season 12 was the last one, I guess, eh? I think I have all of them. I don't think I'm missing anything that they put out, so. Because I see the previous volumes on, like, the sale racks all the time. But I haven't seen any new ones in ages. Which I guess answers our question, doesn't it? Fucking Disney, man. Well, guess I'll just torrent the new ones. That's what you get. You deny me the means by which I prefer to consume the content you create, then I will find another means. If you want my money, put them on disc. That's it. Going to see Morbius now. Going to see whether it's dog shit or mediocre shit. Not expecting much from a Morbius movie. Well, what do you got against Morbius? Come on. That character's got some history. He's had his own series a few times. Come on. Part of the 70s Marvel stable of horror characters, I don't know. It's a character I haven't really followed much, so I don't really have a huge opinion about him. But I know he was a standard staple character in the vampire stories. There was a lot of the Marvel magazines that featured Morbius quite often. Being slightly, just laughing at the memes. Yeah. Yeah. What was it? Someone broke into my. I had two Morbius tickets on the front seat of my car. Someone broke in and left four more tickets. I had to laugh at that one. It was kind of dickish. Alright, we got to clean a bit of the crock pot here. Since the last time I did stuff on it, there was some drippage that got into the heating part inside. Not like the short circuiting anything, nothing like that. It just made a mess. It's all sealed, it's all fine, but it just made a mess in there. So you gotta kind of clean that up a little bit. It should be good. Okay, so that's the lid. Well, we're going to be making a lot of food today, but it's going to really be to our benefit over the next few days. Alright, so unfortunately, see, there's like a whole bunch of gunk in there. Now, I can run water through that as long as I don't get it on the electronics. So, I think we can do it like this. Put the plug up there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, because it'll just filter through the bottom. That's fine. I think, I think what I'm actually going to use for that is, I have some, like, oven cleaner. Yeah, because it's all, like, baked on there. It's not, like, impossible to get off. It's just, it would take far more scrubbing than I feel like doing. So I think we're just going to go with the oven cleaner on this one. Let it soak for a little bit. I've actually got, what is it, this stuff. It's a no-name brand. It's basically the same thing as, like, Easy Off, but it's fume-free. Because if you ever used Easy Off, it's, like, really powerful. It just, like, you can feel it eating away at your lungs. But this stuff is not like that. So, that's good. I can hear it sizzling. There we go. Whew, you can smell it a little bit, but it's not too bad. Alright, so we're just going to let that soak for a little while. Can you hear it sizzling? It's actually sizzling. Let me get you guys over here. Can you hear it sizzling? Just eating away at the filth. eating away at the filth. I have my deep, cold voice. Hello, ladies. Are you melting yet? Hello. Trying to be fine. Jared Leto's perfect casting. It's not surprised getting mixed reviews as its character. People's always been hit and miss with some people. Yeah, I mean, and I'm sure the majority of people writing reviews have never read a Morbius comic in their life. Ditto Moon Knight. I've seen some pretty ignorant comments about Moon Knight. Like, wow. There's one I saw earlier. It's like, James McAvoy in Split was better because his character had more than just two personalities. Yeah, well, Mark Spector has more than two personalities, too. You've seen one episode that showed two of them. There's more than two. There ain't 23, but still. So stupid. So stupid. Alright, it has stopped sizzling. So, I need to get, like, more cleaning sponges or something. Don't really have anything I can wipe it out with other than my one dishcloth. Well, I guess that's what we're using then. Oh yeah. Most of this is wiping right off. That's good. All this cleaning done, then we'll be all set. We can just kind of get things going one after the other, We have to make sure all of this is dry before we do anything. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Go to the coast. Have a few laughs. Alright, then what we have is a proper scouring pad. And to get the stubborn bits. Do not submerge in water, it says. Well, it's not fully submerged. You know. Okay. There. So we'll just put that there for now. To give this a little wipe. Almost set. Just a couple of simple pots to clean. And then we can start cutting stuff up. And cooking stuff and eating stuff and cooking more stuff and eating more stuff. It's gonna be so much stuff, man. So much stuff. Man, you got the stuff. I'm working on it. I'm making the stuff. It's the best stuff. It's good stuff. It's good for you. Alright, we decided on the dishes. Are we just gonna run that? I guess we could just run it. At least then they're done. So perhaps we'll do that. Alright. I'm gonna give the counter a little wipe here. Something a little more square. Nasty dish rag. I really got to get a new one. Need to get a thing of like J-cloths or something, you know. That's the shit right there. How about the J-cloth? Popcorn kernel. Random. I guess one nice thing though with the microwave out of here is we can so much stuff over this. Oh, I think it's when I was using the panini maker. That's what it was. One nice thing is with the microwave out of here is I can just put the crock pot in the corner here. It is actually a crock pot, by the way. It is that brand of slow cooker. Very good, very easy to use. Wiping the counter, it was getting a little gnarly here. Just a lot of crumbs and random spots of melted cheese and whatnot. We made a lot of paninis recently, so it's all about the paninis, man. I'm telling you. I don't know. I like paninis. It just makes grilled cheese a little more interesting, you know. So is this Morgan? Really? Moon Knight I thought was pretty popular, more so than Morbius. Oh, he's definitely more popular than Morbius. It's just people are still ignorant about the character. I'll have to get to Moon Knight by 3 years, give or take. I'm being thorough with the MCU, checking out the older stuff first, watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., then going through all the old content first. Wow. I was doing that, and I was like, fuck it, I really want to see Moon Knight. So, so I just watched it. I didn't care. It's not like super heavily integrated into the others yet anyway, so that's fine. But up until about a year ago, Moon Knight was a character that I had heard of, but didn't really know much about. So it's only the past year or so I really sort of started to dive into it a little more. Mainly after reading the first appearance in Werewolf by Night, which I enjoyed. So there. You got a very precarious balancing act going on there. Alright, this one I think needs to soak a little bit. What even was this? Oh, this was the last pork chops, I think. Yeah, wow, I haven't cleaned that since I made pork chops a week ago. Oops. Welcome to the disgusting, festering cesspool pit that is my home. We're going to need both of these frying pans. We're going to do the pork chops in one and the potatoes in the other. And then, when that's all done, we're going to clean the pans again. And we're going to pre-cook the ground beef in one. And then we're going to saute our onions in the other. And might sort of pre-bloom, as they call it, some of the spices as well. If you kind of put them in there and get them cooking along with the onions, it can bring out more flavor, I guess. So, yeah, just kind of a little trick I learned literally like 2 days ago. It's not like passed down from generation to generation or anything. It mentioned it in the chili recipe I was talking about. If you want to bloom the spices, like, ooh, bloom the spices. Like, I just kind of instantly knew what they were talking about. But I'd never thought of that before, like, as a term. That is interesting to me. And we will not be adding the kidney beans until the very end. About the last 15 minutes or so, like that late. Basically because they are pre-cooked in the can of kidney beans, right? So if you put them in for the full duration of it, it makes them too mushy. So you put them in at the end, so they retain their firmness, but they're in there long enough that they get heated up, along with everything else. Hey, Bounty Hunter, how's it going? Evening, Sean. Me and Eileen, my wife, are currently watching all the Marvel movies on Disney+. Thought Guardians of the Galaxy was one of the fun entries. Have you seen any of them yet? Oh, I've seen tons of them, yeah. I've seen everything up to the second Ant-Man movie, I guess. So I need to see everything from Endgame forward. But yeah, I love both Guardians of the Galaxy movies. And that was kind of the one where I think they introduced a little bit more fun into the movies, and I think it's really benefited from that. A little bit more humor interjected in amidst all the superhero mayhem and drama. But yeah, I love both Guardians of the Galaxy movies. They're a lot of fun. Another really good one when you get up to it is Thor Ragnarok. It very much has that um, humor to it, which made such a massive difference. Thor Ragnarok is probably one of my favorites, actually, of all the MCU movies. It's certainly the one I've rewatched the most times. And Guardians of the Galaxy would be right up there too. Love that group, those characters, and just as you say, the sense of fun, you know. But you'll notice that if you're watching everything in order, like in release order, you'll notice that there's like a before Guardians of the Galaxy and after Guardians of the Galaxy. In that you'll notice now going forward there'll be a lot more of the humor in there. But they've got a good balance, I find, between the humor and the serious stuff. And I think with Guardians of the Galaxy was where it all kind of gelled, and they finally kind of found that balance, you know. Okay, let's move that. Oh. But yeah, love it. Love it. Alright. So, Guardians are both good, but both go overboard with the humor for my tastes. Oh, Luke, yeah. Whereas Ragnarok just hits perfect. Absolutely love that film. Yeah, I can see I can see your point. I remember us having some rather nerdfully heated discussions of the subjectivity of humor. I think the term "Luke, you humorless twat" came up at some point in the discussion, but yeah. You wouldn't know a good joke if it was a mackerel hitting you square in the face. Anyway, I remember some discussions about that. Some of how the jokes just didn't land for you. But I definitely agree. Like objectively speaking, Thor Ragnarok hits those notes nigh on perfectly. It's like the perfect balance between humor and action and character development, and it's just fucking got everything. It's just like as far as just a really fun, entertaining superhero film, it hits all the right notes. That is probably one that I would show to somebody who has never watched a superhero movie or doesn't watch a lot of superhero movies. I say, watch this one because it's fun. You don't need like a ton of history in it. Both the main characters are out of their element to begin with. So I mean, even people who've watched all the movies up to that point, the whole thing with the planet's Sakaar is new to all of us. So it's a nice little jumping on point, I think, for people to get their feet wet. Nerdfully heated, yes. It's never serious. There's never any actual venom. I'm just, determined to make you admit that you're wrong about this incredibly nerdy thing we're arguing about, whatever it happens to be that day. As it down here says, yeah, more context to the story, more history. Obvious question to ask now is, what did you think of the now famous Will Smith slap? I have no opinion whatsoever because I don't care about celebrity gossip. That's my answer. I mean, there's been some funny memes. I guess the Batman and Robin slap has now been replaced. At least for the time being. But yeah, I was streaming when that was on, and the chat just suddenly kind of blew up with people freaking out about it. I'm like, what's going on? And they said, Will Smith just slapped Chris Rock on the Academy Awards. Like, what? What are you talking about? So I went on to Twitter, and of course, Twitter was exploding. Found the clip, the censored clip that was on American television, then found the uncensored clip that was on everywhere else in the world. And we just kind of all watched that and talked about it at the time, and we're like, holy shit. But one thing I did, though, say was I commended Chris Rock's professionalism for just kind of getting on with the show after that. I mean, he was clearly rattled by it, but he kept going. Also, he said that he actually wasn't aware of Jada's medical condition. He thought she'd just shaved her head, basically. So that was, so I don't know, whatever. I think most people would have, Luke, and that's why I really got to applaud the guy. Where like he's shaken, and he immediately, without missing a beat, gets things back on track and lightens the mood again. Where he just says that was, and then he just kind of pauses and he just says, "The greatest night in the history of television." and like instantly you just could feel the tension in the room ease, and there was a lot of chuckles and stuff. And I mean, that's, I gotta give credit where credit's due. That's a professional right there, ladies and gentlemen. That is a consummate professional. Mind you, he's born and bred in comedy clubs, so I mean, essentially, act like it was just a really bad heckle, you know. So, yeah. Smith looked like a thug. Well, yeah, a lot of people are shouting toxic masculinity, essentially, saying that this is it was just like so much macho posturing in front of his wife and the world that, like, come on, you're better than that, man. Will has since publicly apologized for it. But, I mean, how seriously are people going to take that? I mean, it's like, yeah, trying to spin control, maybe? A little spin control there? Publicity? I don't know. It's unfortunate. Oh, yeah, what was so funny to me was, Luke says, was how the world is analyzing whether it was staged or not. And as someone who spent the better part of a decade wrestling, I could tell fucking instantly. Really? So, in your opinion, was it legit or was it staged? It seems like it would be an odd thing to be staged to me, because the Academy is now investigating, and Will Smith. I mean, would he do a bit like that at the risk of jeopardizing his future career? So I don't know. So we can't joke about his wife, but everyone could sleep with her and she can fuck her son's best friend. Yeah, I know. Let's just say relationships are complicated. And this is why I don't get into celebrity gossip, because that's so far removed from my life on so many levels that there's just not even a peripheral way in which I can relate to any of this. So, well, everything around it was clear that it was real. Yeah, see, that was my impression too. It didn't look fake to me. It looked like Will just fucking snapped, essentially, and Chris was like very visibly shaken, you know. Um, but yeah, so so what is it? I'm following you. Yours. This is out of bounds. All right, let's chop this up and get to cooking, because I are hungry. All right, so we do need some potatoes as well. I've got some in the fridge here. We can probably use these up. We just got some more from the vegetable fruit and veggie drop off, so we'll put those in there. So we'll do a bunch of these. We'll do that after. We got to cut all this up first, though. That's the important bit. Because he was laughing, I thought Will was going to joke around with him, clearly. Oh, people are like, why did he keep his hands down and leaned into it? Yeah, I don't think he wasn't leaning into it. He was just like, he, like kind of, you know, a slightly mocking posture, I guess. I don't know. It's like, Chris was still doing the act, and like you say, probably just assumed that Will was going to come up and playfully do something, not like actually haul off and deck him, you know? Yeah. And people are like, but Will was laughing at the joke before. Yeah, then he looked over and saw how much it upset his wife. and that set off alarm bells. You know, it's probably, I mean, is probably partly to save his own face in the face of his wife. You know, it's like, oh shit, I'm an asshole because I laughed at that. I should go punch the guy who made the joke. Yeah. Exactly. Favorite MCU for me was definitely Thor Ragnarok, and then Infinity War Part 1. Yeah, that's a good one, too. Anyone who says that MCU movies are formulaic and just the same story over and over again, Scorsese. You should watch that one. And Endgame, I would think. The follow up to it. A lot of genuine, powerful emotion in those films. You know? Delivered by some exceptional actors. To me, it's like, I don't care what something is. I don't care what medium it is. If it's a movie or a cartoon or a video game, a comic book, a book, a short story, whatever. I don't care. I don't care what genre it is. If it's a superhero movie, sci-fi, horror, drama, comedy, samurai film, western, I don't care. All I care about is this an entertaining story? You know? And further to that, does this make me feel something? And if the answer to both of those questions is yes, then great. We've hit gold. This is a gold movie. Is it entertained me and made me cry? That is correct, David. Yeah, that's kind of what's the current buzz is. What is it, Sean? Never before, never again in movie history with so many movies, time and time again, bringing the kind of money these movies have. DC tried, but oh, I know. If you look at like the top grossing movies of all time, I looked at, I saw a list, was it the top 13 of them, I think. Marvel movies represent 7 of those 13. Like more than half of the top grossing movies of all time are the Marvel movies. Well, actually, no, I think it was like 5 Marvel movies and 2 Star Wars movies. Of the recent Star Wars movies. So, I don't know, anybody who says this shit is failing, well, they're wrong. I mean, that's the bottom line. They are completely wrong. Alright. First things first, we chop up the pork chops. We chop the chops. Now this one I do want to take a piece of it to use for something. Actually, what was I going to do with it? I don't even know what I was going to do with it. I don't know. I was going to do like something like a rice or something. Might do a stir fry. That's a possibility. I need to get some veggies for that though. So I don't know. We'll just chop them up a little bit and we'll see where we go with it. I just wish they offered the full loins. They're only offering the half loins lately, and it's like, really? For about the same price. So it's like, the value is diminishing. Sorry guys, trying to get over a cold here, and it's driving me spare, as they say in British land. Drives you spare. Absolutely spare. So is that like a reference to a spare tire because it mentions driving and a spare? Drives you spare, meaning when you're driving on the spare, it's like it just drives you fucking mental because it's a smaller wheel than the regular wheel, and you're like trying to get to the gas station to actually get a wheel that fits. I can see that. Always rinse out the meat wrappings. So it's going to be a few days before we get to the garbage, which, yeah, then, you know, it doesn't stink up the garbage. going to chop the end off here. I mean, if we end up wanting to make it into more chops, we can always do that as well. That's not a problem. That's the beautiful thing about these pork loins. You can do whatever the heck you want with them. But keep washing your hands periodically as you handle the meat. Alright. If you guys want to see a little closer here. See the meat choppage. Oh, I'll just get it around you. Let's see here. Whoop. What are we looking there? Oh yeah, you can see that quite well. In fact, we move over there a bit. Yeah, good. Almost dizzy with hunger. We must get this food going. Okay, so first things first. Let's get the roast out of the way. So we'll do about here, I guess. Here we go. And we'll just put that right in there. Bingo! We got us a roast. Yuck! Alright. Then we'll bring the rest of it out. And this will be our chops. Just rinsing out the meat wrapping. Yeah, I do love these pork loins. So good. Good value. Cut them as thick as you want. Sort of. Yes. No. What? No. Haha. Nope. Yeah. Sort of. Okay. Good. I'm going to move this glass because I'm afraid I'm going to hit it with the knife. That would not be good. Alright. I like fairly thick pork chops. Here, look at that. See, nice layer of fat on there. This was the last loin they had, so I couldn't really be picky because it was literally the only option. But that's fine. I'm pretty happy with it. Looks good. The main thing is to have a nice layer of fat there, because that's where all your flavor is with pork. And then, of course, we'll be cooking it at fairly high heat. So that way, with the fat, we'll get that nice kind of sear on there, and get a little bit blackened. Oh, that's good. Crispy, tangy goodness. Whoa, almost hit the floor there. Alright. Oh, we're gonna get 9 out of this, I think, maybe. Looks like we're gonna get 9, and then if we do cut this one up, we can probably get another 4 out of that. Let's see. There we go, and one more. There we go. Good. So we got 9. Excellent. So maybe we'll do 3, 3, 3, right? So 3 breakfasts or dinners. I did get some rice, the Uncle Ben's Fast and Fancy, which is a good little side dish. So there we go. Just put 3 in there. In there. And then these 3 will cook. Alright, so just got to put that. This is the plate I will be using, but we'll just put these here for now so I can clean all of this stuff. And then we got to get our potatoes going. We'll do that next. And then we can start cooking. Finally, a million years later. They're using soap and hot water after cutting pork on this cutting board. You don't want to mess around with stuff like that. Same with chicken. Hot soap and hot water and soap. And sometimes they drip all over the counter too, even though I try to keep it all on the cutting board. But I think we did okay this time, actually. Managed to keep it all confined and contained. Yeah. Alright. There we go. So what was that? The driving you spare reference I was saying, yeah, sort of, about 10 minutes ago. Oh, yeah. I had no idea what it was in reference to, but okay. Good to know. Alright. We're in good shape now. Potatoes. We need potatoes. Not bodegos. Potatoes. There's a potatoes. And there's a potatoes. You know, I think we'll just do all of these because they're all pretty small, and we just got some new ones, so let's use them up. Might as well. Silly me. Got potato dirt on the cutting board. What was I thinking? Alright. We'll need this in a couple minutes here. Wow, it was a mistake having those gummies on an empty stomach. I barely felt anything. Holy shit. Now I feel like by the time I have food going, they're going to be worn off anyway, so great. Oh well, that's fine. Right, we don't need a knife or a fork for this. This is just... Alright, so we're just cutting fairly sizable, thick medallions. The idea is they'll be like French fries, but in the form of medallions, right? So, they're good. I've made these many, many times, and they're always tasty. And why is my foot so goddamn itchy? Alright, we're good. Yeah, it's quick and easy. You just... And they're big enough, you can just flip them over like pancakes, basically. Look, it's a butt. I cut the butt. Butt. Sure. Yeah, I guess to do a little one there. Alright, fine. This might be too many for the pens, but I don't know. Guess we'll find out. Okay. Alright, that's it. That's all of our prep for the meal here. So, swing you guys around so as you can seize the stoves. Alright, let me see what you see. Okay, that's pretty close. Alright, this way a bit and down a bit. Yeah, there we go. That should do nicely. Alright, so first things first, we put this up to about 5. We want to put some margarine in there. A fair amount because we're essentially deep frying them. I'm just going to go for broke here. Maybe not that much. There. So we just preheat to about half. And we let all the margarine melt. And meanwhile, we want this one to be at 8, which is just one below high. So, could probably do it on high, actually. It would be pretty good to get a nice sear on there, but... Meanwhile, I need to refill my pepper grinder. Because we're going to be using a lot of it between the pork chops and the slow cooker. I gotta get some more kernels soon. Oh, wait a minute. I have one of these. I forgot about this. Oh, spicy curry. Okay, this is different. I thought it was just regular, it's actually spicy curry. I thought it was just regular ground pepper, but apparently not. That's okay. I'll find a use for that. go. I make a little funnel with my hand, and that helps get them all in there. I've kind of got it down to a science by now. And then I just give it a turn the other way. Oh, look at that. I put the wrong burner on. That was silly. I was wondering why I was feeling heat here. I'm glad I didn't put anything on there. Jesus. Okay, that's good. And then this. Oh no, we're out of garlic powder. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh, thank goodness. Sundar to the rescue. Sundar, the barbarian. No. 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 So in this case, I just cut off a corner. And just take the top out. This is not what it is. It's actually this stuff just in this container, because it's a nice big container. It's tricky. You gotta be very careful with it. You don't want to. Oh, there we go. There was a big lump, and it just like dislodged the lump, and it was like popping. It's like it took a shit, took a granulated garlic shit into the thing, and then suddenly all the rest just came pouring out. Amazing. So there we go. Look at that. We're good to go. We're all set. A few chunks to break up there. There we go. That's fine. But this is the good shit. The granulated garlic. It just has the most amazing garlicky scent and everything. It's so good. All right. There we go. So that's looking pretty good. So let's get all our pieces on there. It's got to fit as many in here as we can. So I say I think I made a few too many. Well, I don't know. We can do 2 batches if we need to. That's fine. I don't care. Okay. Yeah, I actually have enough for 2 batches here. This is kind of ridiculous. Yeah, I've still got still got all these left, so yeah, that's fine. Put a few in there anyway. There we go. Excellent. Okay. Fine. See, I just wanted to use up the last of those potatoes, right? So. Hey, Timbit, how's it going? I can see the chat right now. It's actually a really good view. Grandma used to always use Crisco, and dang, how many kitchen fires she had over the years. I think she turned to another oil. Yeah, I'm all about olive oil myself, which apparently is also low ignition temperature, but I've never had any issues with it. Okay, this is coming along nicely. Starting to Starting to see some smoke on there. Is that stuff from the element or the pot? It might be the pot. I don't know. Whatever. Let it burn off. I also take a little bit of Atlantic sea salt. Just make sure it's broken up there. And then we... There we go. You gotta salt your fries, right? So that's good stuff. Okay. Guten. So this is coming along nicely. So we'll stuff our faces, settle a bit, maybe get a gummy going, and then we'll come back and we'll do our chili after. Yeah, I think we can probably put the pork chops on now. Let me just quickly check and see how our potatoes are doing here. We gotta wait. You know, I'm gonna wait a bit for the pork chops. The potatoes take so freaking long, but they're so good. Yeah, I figured the you know the stovetop view is more interesting than just me standing there talking. You want to see the food. You don't want to see my ugly mug. Alright, I'm going to go for a quick smoke and I'll be back, and by then we should be ready to put the potatoes and put the pork chops on. potatoes are starting to smell good. Let's see how we're doing here. Oh yeah, see they're starting to brown. There we go. Very nice. We're just going to flip all these over. They don't cook totally evenly because frying pan on a slightly uneven element, but that's okay. We'll do what we can. There's really no quick way to do this other than to flip them all individually. I'm no master pancake flipper or anything like that, so there we go. Just want to get that in there, get some heat in there. Yeah, there we go. Look, it's the butt. Wow, that didn't... You can really see where the hot element parts are. These are starting to brown. These just barely, basically look raw. Alright, let's throw our pork chops on. We go, we'll do fat towards the middle. Because that's the hot part, right? Oh, geez. Alright. Sizzling. Hi, sweetie.
Oh my.
What?
I'm on like episode 6 or 7 now.
Oh God, here you go.
Oh god.
What? What happened?
Brinkley warned me.
Oh no.
The pillow.
Oh God, the pillow. What is it, Jake or whatever his name is?
Yeah, the magician kid.
With his fucking pillow. That story just gets weirder and weirder.
I know, that's what he told me. He was like, oh, you wait for that pillow.
You wait for the pillow, yeah.
Oh my god.
Rosie's watching Big Mouth for those who missed the memo.
I'm on the episode
Welcome
where...
back to Latin.
I'm on the episode where Beard Boy gets a girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
He's dating Missy.
Oh, right, the short girl, the young girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's cute.
Oh, I'm hanging out with Tamara tomorrow.
Okay.
I was wondering if I could have some change to get us a snack.
I don't have money.
How about laundry? You don't do laundry anyway.
Well, I'm going to do laundry eventually. I'm amassing coins so I can do a lot of laundry.
I have a loonie somewhere that I could use.
There you go.
But I need 25 cents.
You need 25 cents, eh? For what, the dollar store? Alright. Well, I could probably give you enough for that. Hmm? Wow, a whole loonie.
I'm rich.
I know.
I was gonna get us like a bag of mini marshmallows or something.
Yeah.
It would be cute. And then we could feed each other little marshmallows.
Well, here, just in case there's tax, here's 4 more quarters. There you go. I still have enough in there for one load of laundry.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Alright, so now we season them.
It smells very good, by the way.
Thank you. Wait,
Very nummy.
it's about to smell better, so I'm going to put the garlic on. Don't, please don't. Ugh, give me a heart attack.
I'm small enough to get through there fine. I'm tiny.
Okay, so they should have a nice sear on both sides. You put it down to medium heat. Meanwhile, we're going to flip all these again. Oh, these are looking good. Look at that, starting to brown nicely. And then as we sort of finish some, we'll move them to the middle and we'll put the other ones in and we'll just kind of get them all done, you know. It'll be good. we go. Okay, so now I'm going to flip these again. Yeah, so we got a nice sear on both sides. These don't take very long to cook, but essentially I just want to get the... Yeah, these are pretty much done already. That's okay. Usually if they're thicker, I'll actually put the lid on, kind of contain the heat, get a little bit of a convection thing going on. But so we sear, season, flip a couple times, and then we're good to go. So it looks like the ones in the middle will be done first. So once these pork chops are done, I'll serve one up for Rosie, and then we'll finish up the rest for me. The chef always eats last. That's the rule. Yeah, look at that. See, the garlic gets nice and crispy on there. Yeah, that's good. That's some good eating right there, folks. Good eating. Make sure everything's nicely saturated. I can probably kill the heat on that. Yeah. I'm going to put some of these on Rosie's plate here because I think they're pretty much done. God damn. There. Yeah, these are good. They don't have to be incinerated, you know. There we go. Yeah, that should be good. Alright, so now we're going to flip these and move them more to the center, and then we'll put the other ones on. Okay. There. Okay. Just do up a couple more in the middle there for Rose, and then we should be all good to go. Some good eating. I am so effing hungry. Let's see. There we go. Okay. probably good. Okay. Let's get her a couple more potatoes there. Greetings, Cinema Mike. Yeah, started a lot earlier today. I was literally with my morning coffee. And then thought, well, hey, let's do the cooking stream. And I already got a lot of cooking to do. Gonna do some of it for breakfast. Might as well do all of it on the stream. I'm glad I did, because we've made a shit ton of donos today already. So I actually sent some money off to the power company today. So I think we're good for the lights. Lights are going to stay on, thankfully. So yeah, should be good. That should be sufficient. And maybe I have some big ones for me too. There we go, give her that one. Okay, and then, oh yeah, that looks good. So we'll give her this pork chop. Alright, fork and knife, pork chop, and potatoes. Let's get her a napkin. There we go. Got some leftover napkins from Dairy Queen yesterday. I will be back. I'm just going to go bring this to Rose. Oh, that guy. He's hilarious. He's so up. He's so like just out of it. Oh, that guy, the like old dying hormone monster. Hey guys, how's it going? I know, right? See you, sweetie. Love you too. Alright, how are we looking here? Oh yeah, that looks good. These are for me. Oh yeah. That's good. What's this one? That looks pretty good. Let's get that in there. Let's get that a little more. Let's get this in here. Let's get these right in here. Yeah, there we go. Alright. How's this looking? Yeah, we want to get this. Get that butt cheek on there. Okay. That's good. Yeah, slowly again. This is one of the fresh ones we put on. So I'm just gonna have one of these. Woo! Bit of hot potato. But damn, that's good. So yeah, you just bite into it. Nice and crispy on the outside. Soft and delicious on the inside. And I guess you could salt both sides. I usually just salt one. I find that's enough. Hey, Funk. And yeah, no, that's awesome. That's a huge weight off my mind. You have no idea. For the time being, basically any money I have is just going to be going. Shit, I got to cancel a pre-order. I had the new Doctor Who set on pre-order. I'm going to have to cancel it. Well, luckily the ones here aren't limited editions, so I should be able to get it later. Maybe it'll go on sale. Who knows? Yeah, this looks good. Oh yeah, that's got nice and crispy. Mm-hmm. That's fine. That's good. Oh yeah, that looks great. Let's move all these in. These ones are the last that need to be done. Just give them a little bit on the other side there. And then let's get all these in here. Get them all right in there. Want them right in the middle. All the best heat. There we go. It's like a shrinking flour. I'm just going to put my pork chops on my plate and maybe sneak a bite or two. Oh yeah, see, that's good. That's really good. Just going to have a little piece of the pork chop here, we'll see. There we go. The other white meat. That's good stuff. Mmm. Oh yeah. So we got a chunk of fat on there. How nice and crispy that is right there. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. So good. I should take my vitamins. I haven't taken my vitamins today. Vitamins. Water. Handful of vitamins. Done. Now we do have to clean this pan because we're going to need it for the thingamadoodle, the ground beef, but we'll get to that in a minute. Mm. Oh! Just enjoying some more of my scalding hot potatoes. Mm. Yeah. I got all the potato butts. I don't know. I gave Rosie a couple, I think. So many potato butts. Well, how many potatoes did I do? Like 6? It was a lot anyway. Okay, so now... Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's beautiful. I think that's it. We just do the other side and we're set. We're good. Oh yeah, look at that. Nicely browned. Just make sure we get some in there. There we go. Alright. Excellent. Gonna have one of the ones from a few minutes ago. It should be a little cooler. 420. 420. Very nice, Mike. Always a good time for chicken. You know I'm a huge fan. since it's 4:20. Let's finish off our jellies, shall we? Just this one. I've got more, don't worry. I've got like 4 more full jellies. And the mushroom one we haven't even touched yet. T.O. Mm-hmm. Have it right in the middle of all that food, mix it in with all my vitamins. Pepperoni mushroom pizza. Well, you can't go wrong with that. Sounds good to me. I mean, if I had the luxury of being able to afford to order pizza, I would probably do something similar from time to time. Look at that. Fabulous. Yep. We are done, ladies and gentlemen. We are done. Oh, yeah. All these delicious potato butts. I gotta clean my deep fryer one of these days. I can only imagine how much even more better were these would be in the deep fryer. Alright, there we go. So there's the meal, minus the few I ate and the couple bites I had of the pork chops. Let's head back over to the desk, shall we? Hold on. Can we just fucking... Oh my god, there. Okay, holy shit. Just gonna, soak this a little bit. We're gonna need this when we come back. Wow, what a... There's a whole bunch of sponge dumped into the sink from the pan, so I get it all to go down the drain there. Alright, there we go. Now, the hot water. I thought it'd be more spectacular and it would go, but it didn't. I guess because I let it cool sufficiently. Oh well, not as much fun. What can I say? Hi. How's it going? Let's go back over to the desk, shall we? Here, maybe I can just do this. Kinda. There. You can see there. And then I don't have to take you off the tripod. Oh yeah. And I can just take you right back when we go to do the other things. Do I live in a city? What is it like outside my apartment? Well, funny you should say that. I will be doing out and about streams in the very near future. I guess it is technically a city, but it's not like a sprawling metropolis kind of city. It's more kind of spread out. But yeah, that's the plan. I want to get a phone with a phone plan, unlimited data, all the whistles and bells, and something with a nice camera, so I can do. Because I can stream from the Twitch app. It'd be really easy. Oh, did you watch it, Great Red Shark, Moon Knight? Yeah, it's a good one. I'm definitely liking what I've seen so far. Looking forward to more. Raptor says has some good news. It is not a shitty April Fool's joke. Oh wow, really? Interesting. Yeah, I could actually see him really doing interesting things with that role. Very cool. Penis envy, mushrooms. Looked up mushroom gummies, found there is a spectrum of mushroom called penis envy mushrooms. Interesting. I wonder what the effect is. Oh yeah, the It prequel. As far as I know, that's definitely happening. I heard it from a few sources, which, as far as I'm aware, weren't quoting a tabloid. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of people say that actually, that it would have been great. Well, here's an idea. He's older now, of course, so maybe if they do a live action film of The Dark Knight Returns, they could have him as the older Joker of the future. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think that would be perfect. Well, just that great, Red Shark. They're doing a streaming series about the early days of It. It's going to take place in the '60s. I think it's in the '60s. And provide some origin story for Pennywise, apparently. Mm-hmm. Penny earned. Billed for that to play Pennywise. That would be awesome. Dude, you know who you're talking to, right? I've absolutely seen Escape from New York and Escape from LA many, many times, both of them. First one's definitely my favorite. The second one was basically done because they just really wanted to do another one. It was really just done because there was no reason for it other than they wanted to work together again and revisit that character. I enjoy both of them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, same here. But yeah, I enjoy both of them. I think LA gets unfairly maligned. I think it's just about a bit of cheesy comic book fun and shouldn't be taken too seriously. And I like it. But I definitely think the first one is the better film. Really? Hmm. I actually really liked the Ghost in the Shell live action movie. Hmm. Oh yeah, Isaac Hayes was great. What a screen presence, man. Donald Pleasance as the president. Yeah, Harry Dean Stanton, Adrian Barbeau. Good stuff. of New York. Everyone knows the Duke.
I'm the Duke. The Duke of New York. I'm the Duke.
Had to have the obligatory Donald Pleasance going bananas at the end. Nobody lost his marbles quite like Donald. Angel Eyes. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Lee Van Cleef. Yeah. That's right. And it was Stacy Keach in the second one. That is not a Seinfeld reference. That is an Escape from New York reference. Seinfeld may have referenced it. Wouldn't surprise me. Oh, nice. Yeah, I love Columbo. I used to watch it a lot with my mom, too. And then I became a fan of it, basically when I caught it in repeats years later. And now I have the DVD set. I hope that there is a Blu-ray set available overseas. I'm hoping we get that over here. Maybe Kino. I know they are bringing over the Magnum PI set, which is good. So we're getting that here. The Wiz. Okay. Not even remotely what we're talking about. Do try to keep up, Timbit Kid. God damn, this is just what I needed. So we'll let the food settle for a little while. And then we'll head back into the kitchen for the real adventure. You have all the box sets? Yeah, I'm sure they were. My brother, I think, was collecting the individual sets. I kept putting it off. I had the first couple of them, and then I didn't keep up with them. So in the end, I just went with the complete series set. Oh yeah, I'm sure. The box set is the same contents. It's the exact same discs. So you're not missing anything either way. In case you were wondering. It's basically just a repackage of the same discs from the individual set. The difference being there was that one collector's edition, the first one they put, the one that was like a coffee table book about coffee tables. Oh no, sorry, it wasn't that one. It was the big black box. That's what it was. It was this big black box with a couple of digibooks in it. Now you might want to double check that. There's actually quite a shit ton of extras on those sets. They got new interviews with the cast and crew about almost every single episode, commentaries on some of them, and they got a bunch of outtakes, like quite a lot of outtakes actually. Yeah, but if you have the box sets, they should have all of that. That's where those extras originate from. Like, dude, all the sets are the same. There is no difference. It is the same discs repackaged endlessly. So if I have it, you have it. Unless you got some foreign edition I've never heard of. So I know the North American edition is the same discs for everything. Same extras. And there's a lot. I mean, don't make me pull it off the shelf and prove it to you. That's bullshit that they don't have extras from back then. They absolutely do. It was like back in the 50s and 60s there wouldn't be a lot of stuff, but 80s and 90s, absolutely there is. Absolutely. Yeah, I think that was the only thing though. They had that one featurette, but otherwise all the season discs and everything were the same as what were in the individual sets. You get smart seasons. Is there that much? I thought it was the same because the box set I have just seems to be the season sets in a box. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it had that one extra that wasn't on the individual sets, but everything else was the same. But didn't we just establish that? There was the round table or whatever? Well, since we're all grabbing our sets, I might as well grab mine too. Hey, look at that. Alright. This whole thing is one massive book, so we're just going to go to the end here. See what we have for extras. Oh, well, look at that. We do have it. It's included in this set too. The round table. Yeah, there it is. Bonus disc. So, like, for example, if we go to season 1 here, even just season 1, that's all extras right there. That's all extras. You got yada 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 audio commentary, a deleted scene from In the Vault, inside looks, introduction on the stakeout, and notes about nothing. And then season 2, we got Master of His Domain exclusive stand-up material, yada 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 audio commentaries, more deleted scenes, inside looks, notes about nothing. Disc 3, not that there's anything wrong with that. Bloopers, another deleted scene, inside looks, introduction on the Stranded, notes about nothing. And then on disc 4, disc 3 of season 2, we have How It Began, the making of documentary, The Tonight Show TV appearances, more audio commentaries, more deleted scenes, more inside looks, more notes about nothing, sponsored by Vandalay Industries, NBC promos and trailers, photo gallery. Like, it goes on and on. Like, there's so many extras on this set. Literally every disc has something. Disc 1 of season 3, we got more audio commentaries, deleted scenes, and inside looks. Next, we got audio commentary, deleted scenes, inside looks, audio commentary, deleted scenes, inside looks, introduction to the boyfriend. And we got Kramer versus Kramer, Kenny to Cosmo, not that there's anything wrong with that. Bloopers, Master of His Domain, exclusive stand-up material, more audio commentaries, more deleted scenes, more inside looks, notes about nothing, more NBC promos. I'm only on season 3. This is season 3. There's 6 more seasons and a bonus disc. So, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. There is a shit ton of extras on here, both new and archival. A shit ton. One precise metric shit ton. What? Playback Universal. The hell? Is this Universal? This is Sony. I don't know. See, it doesn't tell me. Are you from a different country or continent? Because that may just be what your release there was. I was thinking about my Columbo. Oh. Columbo. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, because Columbo's Universal. That makes sense. I was gonna say, but Seinfeld is Sony. I'm so confused. Yeah, I have. I think there was a few things on the Columbo sets. I know they had a few episodes of Mrs. Columbo on there, but that's pretty much. I don't think there was much else. Yeah, the I've since switched over to the. Oh no, there. What were we just talking about? There isn't a Blu-ray set of that yet. Yeah. See, okay, hold on. I'll go grab my Columbo set. Easier said than done. It's under a bunch of other sets. Hold on a sec. Yeah, no, it was Miami Vice I upgraded to Blu-ray, which is gorgeous, but lacking extras. Anyway, this is my Columbo set. It's quite nice. Now, if we just take these out here, let's see. Nothing. I think. Let me just double check here. Yeah, this is just movies. Okay. Oh, one. Bonus feature. Murder is a Parlor Game from the TV spin-off Mrs. Columbo. So far we have one extra. And we're on season 3. Got an episode of Mrs. Columbo. Oh, season 4. We got another episode of Mrs. Columbo. Season 5. Another episode of Mrs. Columbo. Nothing for season 6 and 7. Movie Collection 1, we've got America's Top Sleuths, a countdown of the top sleuths in television and film. And the last set, we have nothing. That's it. So we got what, like 4 episodes of Mrs. Columbo and a documentary? We got 1, 2, 3. No, we got 3. We got 3 episodes of Mrs. Columbo. Can we actually just have a Mrs. Columbo set, please? And thank you. Why did we not have that yet? Seriously. We just need a Mrs. Columbo set. Like, come on. Why do we not have that yet? That's what I don't understand. Because, I mean, especially now. Now would be a great time to release it because Kate Mulgrew's back in the spotlight with Star Trek Prodigy and some other Janeway project coming out. Like, come on. Come on. Oh, yeah, I know the one you're talking about, Timbit. Yeah, that one came out a while back. I saw that in my explorations, but it's oh, I could have just looked on the bottom. It literally says what all the extras are. It says an episode of America's Top Sleuths and 3 bonus episodes from Mrs. Columbo, and that's it. All right. Anyway, that's a good set. That is correct, but she was able to play older. Hence why she got the role. So, because she's just that good an actor, you know. Yeah, I guess. Well, this is each season here is basically crunched down to the size of a regular keep case. So you basically have 6. So you got 8 keep cases here in just nice sturdy cardboard box. You know, it's good. It's a good set. It's a quality set. Oh, and also the nice thing is I know some of the early seasons had flipper discs. No more flipper discs. All single-sided dual layer as they should be. So no potential playback problems there. Nope, this is just Universal. Yeah, this was a studio release. Universal themselves put it out. Universal's actually been pretty good about putting their stuff out on DVD, like their classic TV shows and stuff. It's, I think it was Fox. Fox was the one that kept abandoning titles. So Shout Factory picked up a bunch of those, like Hill Street Blues and NYPD Blue, both of which I need to get, by the way. Especially the rest of NYPD Blue. Like Fox themselves only released the first 2 seasons of Hill Street Blues and then stopped, and then they released the first 4 seasons of NYPD Blue and then stopped. So Shout Factory released the last 8 individual seasons of NYPD Blue, and rather than do season sets at all, they just put out a complete series set of Hill Street Blues. Done. I think it was 7 seasons, 6 or 7 seasons. So on Voyager in the holodeck, yeah. Very nice. Yeah, Staying Elsewhere. That's another. Basically, pretty much anything Stephen Bochco, you know you're in for a treat. That guy knew his stuff. But I love Stephen Bochco's work. Except Cop Rock. You can keep Cop Rock. We all have our misfires, right? But, yeah. It was a big budget TV show. Janet Leigh, many top old school Hollywood stars. Oh yeah, definitely. And back then it was not cheap to shoot everything in LA. True. Yeah. Well, I mean, it was big, and it was a staple of NBC television for a very long time. Um, and you know, and it kind of became a cultural thing too. Like, I mean, because Columbo ran for so long. The last movie was 2003. And when was the original? The original movie, the one based on the stage play. No, I don't think it says here. Yeah, it doesn't say. But I'm pretty sure it was like 1968 or 69, something like that. Like it ran a long time. Yeah, Sports Night got one, but it was okay. So 69, yeah, because I remember watching. It was Murder by Prescription, the first movie. Was great. It has a slightly different vibe to it than the Columbo we know. They were still kind of, but apparently it was based on a stage play, and I guess that's where the character originates. So it's interesting. But see, I would have loved to see some, some stuff about the making of the show. I mean, there's got to be some kind of behind the scenes stuff, or some archival interviews with Peter Falk or whatever, But yeah, he really was. I mean, it's he made that character and made that character as endearing and enduring as it was. It's great stuff. But there's a lot of stars on it as well that hadn't become stars yet. It was one of the earlier things they did. Steven Spielberg. One of Steven Spielberg's earliest directing gigs is an early episode of Columbo. And a few years after that, he did Duel, and that just kind of set his career in motion. Patrick McGowan, The Prisoner, was in like 3 or 4 episodes in a guest role, and he also directed several episodes. He loved Columbo, and he was a tough nut to crack. Like, he was not one to impress easily, Patrick McGowan, but he loved Columbo. He came to America to work on Columbo, like. Yeah. Duel is great, yeah. The version we have on home video, by the way, is the theatrical version, which added some additional scenes beyond what was in the TV version. We never actually had a release of the TV version, which I gather was shorter. But yeah, started as a TV movie. And welcome back, Pam. How's it going? It's good stuff. He was fantastic. Oh, you're talking about Poirot? As you're the tenor of David Suchet as Hercule Poirot. I remember seeing him in Harry and the Hendersons. It was kind of like, Poirot was an asshole. Alright. Well, I was just eating. I made my pork chops and potatoes, so that's phase 1 of the kitchen adventures today complete. Right now we're just talking about Columbo. So I pulled out my DVD set, and we're gonna go back into the kitchen in a little bit, and well, yeah, at some point I gotta download and extract the clip I want and convert it to an MP. There's a whole process, JL. It's not like I just click a button and it automatically adds it to the soundboard. I might do that when I feel up to undergoing the process. Yes, did I do that? And look what you did. I think those would both be good for the soundboard. Leslie Nielsen was in. My favorite Patrick McGowan episode was the one where he played the crooked attorney trying to run for office. Yes. I don't know if I've seen that one. The one that I always remember he was in, where he was like a sergeant or something, and he killed somebody. And I love how half the time, like, Columbo just kind of annoys the suspects to death until they confess. Did he have a vampire episode? What, Columbo? Possibly. That might have been like a Halloween episode or something. I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you. The show ran from essentially 1969 to 2003. there's a lot of episodes here. Yeah. Like, even after the series ended, the original series ended, it came back for a series of TV movies, which ran from 1989 to 2003. How many is there here? 24. 24 TV movies. That's like the Marvel Cinematic Universe length, but it's Columbo. It's the Columbo Cinematic Universe. I would watch the shit out of that. Have all the greatest TV private eyes from the 70s and 80s teaming up to solve like some major mystery. Be the Avengers of old school private eyes. I love it. For some reason, there was one where he left a glass of milk at the back door on the counter, and he made some comment about vampires. I was young, but I think it was him. Oh, might be. That's a very obscure and very specific memory. Well, okay. Let's try some Google food here. Shall we see what we can come up with? Airwolf. I need to get the. I have the Knight Rider Blu-ray set. I didn't get the DVD set with the cool, light up thing. But what was this? I don't have Airwolf yet. There's a Blu-ray set of that as well. Columbo's last case. He had Alzheimer's. Well, that's such a shame. Like, give him one last hurrah, you know? So what was the last one? The last one my mom said was just kind of underwhelming. Columbo likes the nightlife. That's what it is. In his last TV appearance, Columbo gets a taste of the Los Angeles rave scene as he investigates the suspicious suicide of a tabloid reporter. Well, that sounds great. Well, I gotta check that one out. Maybe Mom didn't like it because she doesn't like rave music, but I do. Okay. Well, let's try some Google food here. Milk, vampire. Alright. 70s. Well, Barnaby Jones actually liked to drink milk. It was kind of one of his things. That was Buddy Ebsen, who you may remember as Jed Clampett. So, and Barnaby Jones it was similar to format to Columbo. I think it was a series of movies. Ran from 1973 to 1980, so it would have been around that era. Just thinking in terms of private eyes that are known for milk. Blue Thunder. Blue Thunder actually came first. I remember that. Because when I first saw Airwolf, I thought, what's this Blue Thunder ripoff? But I actually thought Airwolf was better. Blue Thunder is a fun movie, though. By the way, there was a short-lived series that followed, but I don't think I ever saw that. But yeah, the movie's quite good. The original movie. Barnaby Jones is what I get. Yeah, I put in Milk, Vampires, Private Eye, 70s, and Barnaby Jones was like the top thing that came up. So remember that last scene, that last comment to end an episode. Okay, so we just have to look at the last lines of every single 1970s Private Eye show ever until we find it. Now, see, I'm wondering, was it an episode where he was like investigating vampires, or was it an episode where he just kind of mentioned vampires casually in conversation? Well, you presented us with a mystery, and my gummies are kicking in, so double plus good for you. Can you get on that? The last line? No. In a word, no. Well, Universal did Airwolf and Knight Rider. Yes, they did. Universal did a lot of stuff actually. They were big into the genre shows, like a lot more so than the other studios were, and I think that's why so many of the ones we remember just happened to be Universal. I mean, they did Airwolf, Knight Rider, they did the Incredible Hulk. They did what is it? I think the A Team was one of theirs. Dukes of Hazzard. Oh, Battlestar Galactica, Buck Rogers, CBS. Okay, don't ask it like that. Tell me which show I got wrong. It's possible I got one wrong. And no, NBC is Universal. NBC. I think Columbo was on both, actually, if that's what you're thinking of. But in the end, Universal owns it. So, thanks. I don't know what. Did I answer your question? I don't even know. So, were you just asking, like, just nothing to do with anything I said? You were just curious which network owned Universal? I thought you were saying I got one of the shows wrong, which is entirely possible. I might have messed one of them up. But I know a good chunk of the ones we used to watch back in the day were Universal, which is probably why so much of our childhood is tied to that. And it's kind of funny that I just thought of this. They're like the ones that are onto the genre stuff, the sci-fi stuff and whatnot, and their logo is the Earth in space. So, we are your sci-fi studio. Yes. Thank you. It comes from spending a lot of time alone in front of the television as a child. This knowledge came at a heavy cost. But, Universal. Yeah, and I'm also glad to see they're one of the few studios one of the few big studios that doesn't mind licensing their stuff out. They've licensed a shit ton of stuff to both actually Shout Factory and Mill Creek. Like Mill Creek's been getting their TV show sets, and Shout Factory's been getting a good chunk of their back catalog library. So, same, Zara and Isaac, we should do something on screen sometime. Am I not on screen right now? I'm still kind of hungry. Well, of course I am. Munchies, right? Yeah. Does that belch answer your question? Oh, I love my viewers. You guys are the best. I'll be back. Going for a smoke. Um, well, you'll probably like this. I've been working a little bit on the Discord, and I did set up sort of very simple screening room where we could go to watch stuff. You know, I'm testing it right now, and I don't know if I want to might pay for Nitro just to be able to stream in higher quality, and then stuff like that, and then essentially, I could just go in there whenever I want to watch something, and I'll just start watching it. And if you guys wander in and want to watch with me, then that's fine. And we'll use it for actual, proper promoted group screenings and stuff. But well, you could type in the chat. I wouldn't want anybody on mic because some people would just be there to watch the shows or whatever, right? So I have not watched the video you posted yet. So yeah, basically just strictly a screening room, and then everybody. Oh, I won't forget you, Raptor. Don't worry, dude. You bet. I mean, who else is gonna bring us the best pizza in the world? Hey, Sean, you could finally show those no-budget films you made with your friends. That's true. Yeah, just like a private screening, essentially, for you guys. I keep getting on him to do that. Yeah. Pizza and news. Oh yeah, I guess I should have like a news board or something. Well, if I can get sort of the security and whatnot locked down, then I could probably just open the doors and we could let it form itself organically as we realize through interactions what boards might be useful and stuff. Yeah, movie news, TV news, video game news. Yeah, exactly. Or even movie slash TV news, like movie and TV news together, and then gaming. What do Columbo and Star Trek have in common? Well, Kate Mulgrew. That's what they have in common. Captain Janeway, also known as Mrs. Columbo. I don't know if you were listening. We were literally talking about that 10 minutes ago. Maybe half an hour ago. Anyway, I'm going to smoke. I'll be back. I turned all the heat off, right? Yes. Just that wonderful fried garlic pork smell hanging in the air. Early access? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Like, all you guys obviously would be the most important ones to be there, I would think, because you would all be the regulars. And you're my regulars here, so I value your input. So get all you guys in there a week or so early, a couple, even a month early, and then just kind of iron out the kinks and make it all shiny and tasty and delicious and less fattening. And there you go. Okay. Okay. I'll be back. Such good smells from the food we just had. So gloriously delicious.